The One virus on channel 202, high voltage.
High voltage.
Andy Gore just, I don't know, he pulled out some kind of game.
It's a toy, a playset.
A playset.
Yeah, I also collect weird and strange toys that people think are normal that I think are just fucked up. And this one is the Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad playset.
Come on, that's got to be a fake.
No. It's a slavery playset. Look, it's like a McFarlane toy. Look on the back. We have the the black teacher showing the Aryan little white girl.
Yeah.
And you open it up, and it has little figures of the slaves running. It has a bloodhound. They have, and this is all for education.
There's a little plantation house.
Little barbecue chicken, little banjo.
A horse and buggy.
And if you take a look at their faces, they're horrified, like a mother clutching the young.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and it even comes with...
That's so weird.
It even comes with wanted posters for runaway Negro men.
Wow.
And this was put out by education organization.
What's the name of it? The Good Old Days Collection?
Yeah. And it was put by Child Light, and I saw this and I was like, I can't believe that. So of course the company's long out of business, but I found a guy that had a bunch of them. So I said, how many you got? I'll take them all. And it just goes along perfectly with the Jeffery Dahmer playset that I make, that I'm going to give to Martini Steve to give away to a lucky listener.
Wow, and that is a Jeffery Dahmer doll.
Yeah, and you unzip him, and there's a Cleotis inside of him, and oh yeah, this is a signed piece, and this actually was on the John Walsh show when they had their Murderabilia special.
Murderabilia.
And this was they said this was the most gauche, most crass thing ever produced. And I probably handmade about 35 of them, And
the Adam Walsh bobblehead doll seems a little more crass than that.
That's funny. Hat and torso not included.
You go to tip it to bobble it, oops, falls off.
That's pretty wild. All right. Steve will do something with that on FoundryMusic.com.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also sent Steve some pictures last night when I was staying up all night of the Siamese twins with the WOW sticker next to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a beautiful...
Because you never really wanted us to have any of that on our website in the past.
Well, now that I've moved, it's fine.
Mm. Oh, wow. Nice.
So
cool.
So the Siamese twins with the diapers that we were talking about yesterday, we're going to have a picture up on FoundryMusic.com?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to see this thing, man.
Disturbing.
I'd rather see their large genitals.
Steve will have that up on the website when he gets the picture and gets back to New York, I guess. Hey, why don't we try out our third news guy for today, Anthony?
Yeah.
This is going to be an ongoing thing on the program as we try to find someone to do the news.
Well, Elo, we had a meeting with him yesterday, and he thought it would be a good thing for us to have a news person on our show that can, go through the headlines in a serious fashion, and then we can comment on the news.
Who did we have today already? Ari? Who claimed to be something he's not. He's pretty much an intern.
Said he was a news sports guy.
I give him credit for trying. We learned he doesn't even have a desk here at XM.
No.
And then we had, of course, Dee Dee, who will be a star in our program in the future.
Dee Dee and her voice.
Her voice and her laugh snort. Can we get her back on the air before we get off? We have to get her on one more time. All right, good. And now we got Scott?
Yes, that's me.
What's your last name?
Fleischer.
Fleischer? And what do you do for XM?
I'm a producer for the new baseball channel.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
which starts in 15 days, Anthony.
Major League Baseball.
Because Elo has that whole countdown thing on the outside of his office.
I was just looking at his Lindsay Lohan picture, so I really didn't see anything else around his office. He's got that signed Lindsay Lohan photo.
Looking really hot, by the way.
With her shirt all unbuttoned and her cleavage showing, and it was wonderful.
Right next to Lindsay is the baseball.
Oh, it is?
Oh, really?
Didn't even notice it.
I'm surprised he doesn't just have a list of how many days old Jackson will be when baseball starts.
Everything going back to Jackson with Elo.
Oh, of course.
Every single
Enough with the baby. Be a man.
All right, so I guess we'll just hit the teletype and listen to Scott do the news for the Opie and Anthony program.
I'd like to know what he does. What do you do on air?
Well, yeah, I do some on-air stuff. Started in traffic and weather with Dee Dee.
Dee Dee's a star, bro.
Dee Dee's a star, no doubt. Dee Dee's a star.
Love her.
And then I do some college sports stuff with Ari. He really does do some sports stuff.
Yeah.
He looks dejected in there. You all right, bro? Yeah, he's just...
He's all right.
He's just hiding his head. Mm-hmm. He's coming back in here real fast. You all right, Ari? Hold on. Go ahead.
I'm very sensitive.
Yeah,
I'm fine. Nah. I actually do sports stuff, and if it wasn't for him, I would have probably been on your list. For real. On your list, on Andy's list.
Oh, serial killer?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm getting there, man.
You're all wound up?
Yeah, they run me like a house slave. I might be in that
playset.
I could be in a playset.
All right.
Ari.
I don't know what's going on, but...
Yeah.
I like it. We got potential killers here at XM also.
Ari the house slave. That's what he goes by.
Yeah.
The house Hebrew slave.
All right, Ari. Very good. Thank you. There's Ari. He tried out for the news earlier. So is that good enough?
Didn't quite cut it.
You want to hear Scott do the news now, or?
You sure?
All right. Here's Scott Fleischer. Scott Fleischer with the news.
All right. Let's listen.
All right. We start with Michael Jackson in some trouble today, of course, as always, as his trial is beginning. And in Santa Maria, California, we take you to the Michael Jackson trial. And Jackson began the trial yesterday, showed up smiling as fans were there. 100 fans there and onlookers.
All right, hold on. Jim's making faces. Jim.
Just not that it's bad. It just doesn't sound.
And you were
very...
trying to hide. You looked at Ann and I, made faces.
I was keeping my head down.
He couldn't see the faces you were making.
Distract him.
And then you turned your mic like this to get your in. Hopefully
I didn't want to distract him because he's doing. It was more like this. But he was doing it. I don't want to distract him because he's doing his newscast, and I don't want to be interrupted.
Well, what's the problem with the newscast?
It just didn't sound very official.
Kind of sounded very relaxed, like, hey, man.
But he's doing more of a personality type of newscast.
Really?
Like he's like just discussing it.
Right.
I thought that's what we were looking for.
Yeah, I kind of like this style, Jimmy.
All right, well, let's...
Sort of a Dennis Miller weekend update delivery.
Yeah, it was different. It was
Instead
like
of a Walter Cronkite.
He was including us all in the newscast.
You're saying he was kind of like changing the tone to kind of fit the vibe of the show.
Exactly, and I was waiting for a Norton comment.
Right.
I was kind of trying to play.
You were a little...
I wouldn't interrupt you. That's rude.
You had you were kind of monotone.
I think it's kind of one of those, hey guys, here's what's happening. By the way, Michael Jackson, but I don't know if that's what we're looking for, sir. Quite frankly, I think we're looking for an official news.
I don't know. We haven't even heard him. We haven't even heard him yet.
We heard enough for Jimmy to go.
No.
Ugh.
Well, yeah, but I tend to prejudge. I'm a bit of an ass.
And this show is called Norton and Friends, so I guess you're done.
No. Let's not be so harsh. My two sidekicks. Let me see if
can we give him a shot?
Young man another day in court. Yes.
All right, let's give him a shot. Start over there. Scott Fleischer with the news on the Opie and Anthony program.
This is Scott Fleischer with the news on the Opie and Anthony program. Today,
well, wrong name for the program. It's Norton and Friends. Go ahead.
This is Scott Fleischer with the news on the Norton and Friends show. Today in the news, Michael Jackson appears in court as jury selection is underway in Santa Barbara, California. Fans appeared yesterday in the courthouse and welcomed Jackson to his trial. News from the Pentagon as President Bush is now going to raise the money given to victims' families from the Iraq War. He says he will increase the donations to $250,000 in government payments to families of U.S. troops killed in Iraq.
Also, I kind of like so far. I like the way that. Can I compliment the guy? I was a little harsh before. I like the way he's reading every word individually, as opposed to in a flow. I like 4 of the teens have pleaded guilty, which I like. Go ahead.
I like it. It's called a William Shatner delivery. I like it.
It's very, very deliberate. You could chop any word and paste it somewhere else.
Right.
Hillary Clinton also in the news today. Clinton fainted yesterday at a speech in Buffalo at Canisius College.
That's terrific. Good. That's terrific.
What happened?
Opie.
What? I didn't do that.
I'm listening.
The news ticker stopped.
Oh, what happened, though? He threw his hands up in the air like he was going to hit somebody. What happened?
I don't know.
Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station, just in big capital letters. Next. Wait, there's no satisfying these people.
What was wrong with Scott? What happened?
Oh, wait, Rev just, by the way, sent in instant feedback that he knows a guy named Scott.
Wow. Well, let's get that out there then.
Thank you, Rev. Scott, why the hands up in the air?
I don't know. I'm just confused. I'm confused.
Oh, you're right.
I'm trying different vibes here.
Right.
First, the kind of conversational thing. Then I try the straight-up newscast thing.
I kind of like the straight-up newscast.
So do I.
Okay. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Pay no mind.
Norton's the only one that has a problem.
I didn't have a problem with her. I would have said I had a problem. I kind of liked it.
You do.
No, you really don't tell people to their face that they have a problem.
I'm not saying I do, but I would have hinted.
I'm sure as soon as he leaves the studio, you'll have a lot to say.
Absolutely not true.
Why don't you say it to him now?
I absolutely will not. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
All right. The Hillary Clinton thing.
Hillary Clinton?
Yes.
Well, I was kind of done with it. All right. I'm Scott Fleischer with the news on the Norton and Friends program. Hillary Clinton fainted yesterday as she was giving a speech in Buffalo at Canisius College, but she's okay now. Snoop Dizzle in the news today. Snoop is being sued by a woman.
Snoop Dizzle?
Snoop Dizzle.
That's like Snoop Dogg, only using his
Dizzle thing?
Vernacular.
Words. Yeah, his vernacular, which would be Snoop Dizzle. Right. Snoop Dizzle.
Snoop Dizzle accused of a sizzle.
All right, well, let's see how it goes.
Snoop Dizzle accused of a sizzle today as Snoop is being accused of raping a woman at the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Right.
There's the news. It's not that simple, though, is it?
No, there's a little more
to it. There's more to the story than that. Snoop is being sued by a woman who claims that she was drugged and raped backstage at the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Yes?
More news?
No, I think that'll do it.
That was good.
We haven't even gotten to sports yet.
No one has done sports yet today, Anthony.
That's true.
All right. And this is his expertise.
Maybe he could be a sports expert.
He's going to be working on the Major League Baseball channels, and I think we should hear some sports today. The Super Bowl is only a few days away, right? I'm sure you got a Super Bowl story?
Yeah.
All right.
In sports today, preparations for the Super Bowl are underway, and in Jacksonville, Terrell Owens went through his first practice yesterday with the Philadelphia Eagles. His first full practice since injuring his ankle 8 weeks ago. I'm Scott Fleischer with the news on the Norton and Friends show. I'm done, guys. All right. You can stop the ticker now. I'm finished.
That was good. What did everybody think?
Let's go to Andy Gore. Andy?
My schnizzle, my nizzle.
Yeah.
You're a faithful listener to the program. What do you think? Does he have potential to do the news on the show?
Yeah.
You didn't ask Katie.
I thought he did just fine.
Just fine.
Fine.
Anthony? You're going to make him just walk away?
That's my answer.
Scott? Just take off the headphones and
that's the
take your newscast and
thank you for trying out. We'll be in touch.
But if you're playing this music, we're not going to be in touch.
Well, this is
we're never in touch after we play this music, Anthony.
Just the sad Hulk walking away music. I just think it's appropriate that there you go. Thank you very much.
This is very awkward, Anthony.
It's a little awkward. I got to.
Maybe he doesn't really understand the Hulk music. He might be taking it a little too personally.
There he goes. Oh, he's shaking his head.
Why is he choking Martini Steve now in the other room?
I don't think he was that bad. I kind of like the speak and spell diction delivery.
Wow, you're so brave when he's not in here.
Yeah. Why?
You're
he's
just
right there. He's
the
looking at me.
bravest guy.
Is the door open?
You want to lock it before you tell him what you think of him?
I thought he was fine.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, fine.
And in sports.
Well, our search continues for a news person for the program.
The news from where no man has gone before, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just got to keep looking.
Yeah?
Elo, he's got the idea. I think if we find the right person, it's going to work just perfectly. We just have to. We can't, we can't make conclusions too quickly here. We got to find somebody, and it'll be fine.
Elo and the tripod method. The tripod method of attacking a story.
Yeah, what was the tripod thing he was talking about yesterday?
Well, I think it's that, like, when he's telling you, you stand on a tripod and put a rope over a pipe and then hang yourself before the end of the story. It's the tripod meaning 3.
Yeah.
You would, the first part of the story would be what, Ben? What was the first part of the story? Hopefully you remember that was done for you.
Ben's going through his notes.
Ben has no memory.
Oh. I do have a memory. The beginning is the story, and then the second part of it is the expert, and then the third part of it would be the listeners.
Good. There you go.
And that makes the tripod.
Yes, it does.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, the tripod was really interesting.
You weren't there for the tripod theory.
He's saying every story has 3 legs to it. As opposed to buckets, now there's legs. The first part is just the story.
Uh-huh.
And then I guess we comment on it and josh about it, and then the second part's the expert.
Then the story kind of gets boring because you're talking about it a little too much, and then to pump new interest into the story, you get the expert.
The expert.
So then the expert. Oh, expert. So you as a listener, listen up. Ooh, expert. Expert about Michael Jackson.
I was just dozing, but
and then the expert gets long-winded and boring after a while, and then let's get some phone calls and your reaction to the Michael Jackson thing. And that piques a new interest.
And the fourth one is, Baby Jackson. Baby Jackson.
Well, that's actually a good idea, because if we take a story as far as it can go and begin to bore people, let's bring a professional in who I'm sure will be fascinating to listen to, and then allow the listeners to call in with such comments like Rev would say, I once heard a Michael Jackson song, and other poignant things like that. So
right.
Very, very happy that we had that meeting yesterday.
This trip is working out so well.
That's right.
As far as getting us... getting these meetings done and getting input for our show.
When he was saying tripod, I thought he was describing Ben without jeans.
Ben? The first leg is gravy.
Ben?
Yes.
Anything? What do we got left in this awful program?
Well, Dee Dee's coming back in a moment.
Okay, and Megan's running in with a note, very excited.
Oh, we have another guy. This guy I've heard is very good. Another news guy. His name's Chris Barnes. Everyone's saying that this guy could be the guy.
Could be the guy?
Yeah. Could be the guy.
Is he ready to go, or should we take a break and then try out a 4th news person?
Wow.
Maybe
this guy's a pro.
Maybe they could give us. He could give us some stories that we haven't heard yet. It's the same news stories over and over again. All right. We'll continue just a bit.
Make no mistake about it. These are evildoers.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show, live from Washington, D.C.
They have no justification
for
their actions.
The Opie and Anthony Show.